2, 1, I think.
I can hear you, but I don't know where you're at.
Well, it's supposed to be going live. I don't know if I like Zoom. I know a lot of people use. It's saying it's live on Facebook, I think. Is it live?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you. It says meeting is now meeting live on Facebook.
I can't see anything.
Life Blocker is live now. Yay! Live on Facebook.
Oh my God. Of course I would.
Yay! We're on. We're on.
Oh,
yay. Yay! Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Spring, I can hear you, honey. Audio check is done.
I keep messing it up. Hi, everybody.
Hi. Can you see this? This is like delayed, so.
What is that?
Can you read this?
Huh?
It says, and so the adventure begins. And so the adventure begins. Hi, everybody. Happy TheNeesha Renee here, the Life Unblocker, and I'm here with Holistic Urbanites. And we're doing our live vision board party. And I'm going to look on.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking on Zoom because it's a little delayed on Facebook. So it's a little confusing. But we're going to be doing our live vision board party so that we can create our lives the way we want it to be. The first day of spring here. First day of spring. A lot of us are still quarantined and all that. But you know what? We're going to make the best of it, right? Because energy, what is it? Attention goes where energy flows. Energy flows where attention goes. So you have to direct your attention where you want it to go. Where you want it to go. So, Chrissy, how are things on the West Coast?
Oh, it's interesting. There's a lot going on, you know. I'm just trying to stay focused on my thing. It's quiet. You know, incidentally, people are, well, I went to 4 stores today looking for toilet paper.
Wow.
So that was funny. I finally found, it's funny, I ended up finding toilet paper at the store right by the house, and I went like way out, called myself trying to go somewhere where a lot of people don't go, and they were all sold out. And then I ended up coming all the way back to closer to the house, and it was a whole bunch. But anyway, so that's what I get for trying to be fancy.
Right.
And incidentally, a lot of people are still out and going to restaurants. And I mean, yeah, you can't sit in the restaurant, but like I bopped into, you know, a couple of places. I went to Smart and Final, and it's like in a little strip mall, and there was like a couple of restaurants, and I just kind of like peeked in and stuff. And it's just like people are lining up, and so it's interesting. Like people are like, oh, you know, let's cancel the primaries and all this. Let's push back the presidential election because, you know, we don't want people lining up and all this. But people are lining up to go get something to eat.
Right.
They can line up to go vote real quick and hurry up and get back in the house, you know?
Right.
But anyway, so it's okay. I mean, it's quiet, but at the same time, there's still a lot of movement. There's still a lot of people hanging out in the streets and stuff like that, which is good. It's like a little bit of life, you know? So, but I try to stay homebound as much as I can, even though it's very difficult because it's like, you know, we keep running out of stuff. So I keep having to like go get stuff. Just because I'm, you know, I'm a bit of a live foodist, you know, so it's like I mostly eat a lot of salad and stuff. So I don't even know how to go shopping for like if something were to happen. Because I've been like buying food almost every day.
Right.
Yeah.
Me too. And well, I don't know if I share with you guys, but I've been doing a raw vegan nutritional plan. I don't like to say the word diet, but nutritional plan since March 1st. So I go out almost every day to get like live food and veggies and stuff like that. And on the East Coast where I am, it's been pretty quiet. I'm in New Jersey, so we have a so-called 8 p.m. curfew, which so there's that. But I've been, just living life. I mean, I'm a bit of a homebody anyway, so it really hasn't affected me too much. I take my elderberry, tell you guys that all the time. I've been trying to share different herbs that you can take to keep your immune system boosted and to just not succumb to fear, because fear is what is going to cripple you. It's going to put you in a fight or flight state, which is contrary to the creative state that you want to be in, to have that energy to make your life the way you want it to be. So you don't want to get into fear. You want to, of course, stay on top of the facts to keep you and your loved ones and your community safe, but don't fear. Don't fear. Fear is crippling. So you want to keep your immune system, keep your body, mind, and spirit healthy. Keep your mind, body, spirit healthy as much as you can. Even if you do get sick, there are certain things that you can do. Like I said, those herbs like elderberry helps boost your immune system, helps kick the flu out. Like my brother, myself. My brother doesn't want to claim this elderberry. He wants to say it's some antibiotics. The antibiotics doesn't have any effect on viruses, but elderberry can actually help kick that virus right on out. Like you get the flu or the cold, so you take that every 2 hours, kick it right on out. You know what I mean? So just be mindful that there's things on this planet that God has given us to help us and to assist. So today, if you guys are just joining, I want to pick this up. Let the adventure begin. It's the first day of spring, and I was sharing earlier, in the olden days, the first day of spring was the new year. Was the new year. It wasn't in the middle of January where everything's still dead and resting and hibernating. It was spring. It was spring. That's actually the new year. That's the growth. That's the expansion. So we wanted to do a live vision board party to start our new year, start our year off, and start pulling in that energy, that creative energy, to manifest our lives. Now, vision, well, this is my vision board. I have like a green one. Green represents love, green, spring, the heart chakra.
It's jam packed with so much information. There's so many like essays and things, thought-provoking exercises to do to help you to define your goals. Questions to empower your day. Evening power questions. And then it has this whole grid. This grid, it's like the Esther Hicks. You know how Esther Hicks says it's better to be depressed than it is to be angry, and how she talks about working your way through your emotions to a higher vibration.
Right.
How she talks about that?
Yes.
So this is like all the different emotions and the colors, and it tells you like if you're feeling a certain kind of way, like it gives you an affirmation to say if you're feeling a certain kind of way, or here's a visual thing to do if you're feeling a certain kind of way, and then it says actions to feel better to increase your emotional vibration. So this is really cool. So here are all the different emotions, and then it tells you what to do if you're feeling that way. And then when you first open it up, it's like a pathway to manifesting and creating your life.
Right.
So it's a really cool book. It's a little intricate. Like if you've never done this before, it's a little
pretty intricate. It looks pretty intricate.
Yeah, it's kind of intricate. My favorite is the goal setting. Like you set 50 goals. And then, you set 50 goals, and you see down here, I got 1 million, 1 million, 1 million.
Millionaire.
And then create your harmony on all levels, like your life, and then what you want.
Yeah.
So anyway, it goes on, and it walks you through how to fill out all these different things. But the thing that my favorite feature of the whole thing is this is your journal book, and inside of it is a little mini dream board.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is what I'm working on today because I've been wanting to fill out my dream board. So right with me. So if you take this anywhere with you, if you take this to work or school, you create your dream board and then it folds up and then you put it right in your book and you have it with you. So whenever you're somewhere out in the world and you have a moment or something happens emotionally and you need to remind yourself who you are,
Mm-hmm.
boom, here go all your pictures and all your goals and everything right here on your little miniature vision board. So I really love that feature. I love that feature. So that's what I'll be working on today, creating my mini vision board that I will carry with me throughout the day in my life.
Yes. And you guys can create your own, and to take it with you, just go ahead and take a picture. Take a picture, snap it, and you'll have it in your phone, and you'll have it with you all the time to get that into your subconscious. The whole point of the vision board is your subconscious. It works by feeling, it works by vision, so you can really implant those emotions into your subconscious by constantly looking at your vision, getting those feelings, getting excited about it. So let's see who's watching. Hi, Ebony. We got Ebony here, Charlene. Oh, hi, Aunt Raj. Hi. My Aunt Raj. My mama's watching too. Hi, Mom. So if you guys are watching, say hi. We're going to get started soon. And this is just informal, guys. We're just having a good time, enjoying life, right? Life is amazing. And I saw some other day that was so incredible. It said that appreciation of life brings you into awareness of God. Like when you appreciate your life, that brings you into more awareness of the awesomeness of God, of creative energy of source. So I thought that was really amazing to celebrate that life that you do have, and that you do have the power to create it the way you want it to go. So we are going to get started. I am doing my vision board according to, I have a course. It's the Life Unblocked course. And in the course, there's 9 vital areas to create your life the way you want. And the 9 areas are camaraderie. That's your friendships, your connections outside of family, and what you would do in your social life, career, and business. That's your business or vocation. This is your family connections outside of your romantic relationships. Health, your health, of course, your health is your real wealth. Without it, you have nothing. So, hobbies and leisure. This is what you do for fun. Money, your money objectives, personal evolution. This is the masterpiece that you're sculpting is yourself. So, what are you doing to be your best self? Romance, one of my personal favorites. Wow. So what are you doing to bring romance into your life, back into your relationships, or to keep it into your relationships? And even if you're single and you're not looking for a romantic partner right now, your most important romantic relationship is with you. It's with yourself. It's with loving and accepting yourself. So that is your most important relationship, the one with yourself. And spiritual, this is the profound need to connect with that which is higher than our physical self. We call that God, universe, source, that which is higher than our self. We need to maintain that connection. So let's get started. So what do I say first? Camaraderie? Camaraderie. Okay. So this is what I want to do for camaraderie. Just a picture I choose.
Ooh, I like
it. So one of the things I want to do this year is connect with more like-minded people. You know what I mean? Like-minded people who are spiritually evolved and evolving, who are creating their lives, who are bosses, who are just expanding themselves, who are loving, accepting themselves, just amazing, amazing women. And I chose this picture because this is like a group of Black women. I'm a Black woman. I love being a Black woman, and I love the camaraderie that we have when we love and support each other, we uplift one another. So just want to connect with more people who are also like me, who are into like law of attraction, things like that. it's cool. It's cool to connect with people who don't get it. That's cool. But I want to connect with people who get it and who can teach me some things also. I love that. I love that. And also, this is another picture I chose. This is multicultural friends because I love different cultures as well. You know me. You do know me. You know I love traveling. That's actually going to be later on in my leisure. I love traveling. I love going to different countries. I love different cultures. I love meeting different people. Charlene is on here. Charlene Fernandez. Hi, girl. She is my friend. She's been my friend since high school. We used to sit and play Moonlight Sonata together. And I still can't get to the end of that song, Charlene. I'm working on the girl. But I love different cultures. I actually grew up in Germany. I don't know if you guys knew that. I grew up in Germany. I'm an army brat. And one of the things that really taught me early on was that people are people. People are people. And when I was over there, I didn't really grow up with racism a lot. I grew up with a lot of, I guess you would call it nationalism, because we were all American. We were all just over there. So it was Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Latino, and we were all Americans. So it was just us versus them. So it's like we had to really unite and be Americans. So I didn't really have that sense of racism until I came back to America, actually. When it was made clear to me, like, yeah, you're Black, you should be over here with us, and your Asian friends should be over there with them. I'm like that doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, I didn't grow up with that. So I that's one of the benefits, I think, for me being an army brat, is to really appreciate different cultures, appreciate how we are similar. Appreciate how we are similar, appreciate our differences, but note that we're all humans and how similar and amazing we are. So that's camaraderie. I want to do more of that, connect with more like-minded, amazing people. And Crystal,
Huh?
yours?
Wait, say it again.
Did you have something for camaraderie?
I don't. I'm just kind of like. You know what? I'm so artsy fartsy, but this like arts and crafts, this is not my thing. But I don't, so meaning that like I didn't organize it that much. Okay, so here in the book it says I love my life. Right here is one page that says I love my life, and then over here it says I'm so grateful. So I'm just putting things in relation to I love my life. And I think right now I put magic right there, and I put happy thoughts, because that's really important. And then I just got this big thing, I put beautiful under I am grateful. So I'm just kind of like allowing my mind, I'm trying to figure out, I haven't really organized in terms of saying money, family, friends. Like I haven't put it into categories yet. It may just end up being like a collage. But in terms of camaraderie, I was just looking at this really cool picture, but it's too big. But this cool picture of a group of women like kind of walking together. This picture right here. Look at that.
I love it. Right.
It's too big. I can't cut it. But when you were talking about friendship, this is the image that I was looking at with the different colored dresses and the different women of different cultures. That's a good one. But I gotta find a smaller one like yours.
I will stick on that too.
Yeah, I have some of those too.
Pretty much. Yeah. Vivian, hi. Hi, Vivian. Hey, cuz. Vivian joined us, guys. How you doing? Hi. Rosalind Hardy Nelson. Hi, guys. Cool. I love that picture, Crystal. So, yeah. It's a good idea, guys, to really, I got this term from my good friend Dee. Hi, Dee. Dee is my globe trotter. She's an amazing, amazing healer. Also, So she wasn't one of the first like healers I met in person. I don't know where I put my glue. Okay. But she said it's good every now and then to weed your garden. Weed your garden, that your friendship circle, even your family circle, people who are supporting you, people who, are always putting you down, making you feel bad. Just because you've known this person for 10, 20 years, just because they're your whoever they are, it's a brother, grandparent, I don't know. They have no right to come in and tell your crap feel bad. So don't feel bad. Your body. Set up that boundary and step back because me, you don't love them. Just you're focusing on self love. You're focusing on you by yourself. You are totally responsible for yourself and your emotional well being. So if that person's dragging you down, bringing you down, not bringing you joy, feel free to set that boundary. And Maya Angelou, she says a good one. This is like one of my favorite quotes. She says, when a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Believe them, okay? Just believe them. Don't sit around, oh, maybe it'll get better. Oh, this might not. This is a hard thing to change. It's really hard to change sometimes. We're doing all this great healing and evolving, but it's still difficult. So imagine this person who is you trying to change. Doesn't make sense to sit around and wait for them to do something they might not want to do. So believe in the first time, love them, set that boundary. Set that boundary and you to protect yourself. This second category is career and business. Career and business. So I am also I'm a healer. Yes, I'm an energy healer. I started my energy healing business last year, and I just got the vision to do it out of nowhere because when I went to Singapore in 2018, I was not thinking about starting no business. I was just thinking about feeling better, uh, healing myself and family and friends. I just met my teacher Darius online, and I just got such a great healing from him, and just such an amazing. I was actually still recovering from a breakup, and from a man I thought I was married, but it just didn't work out that way. So just dealing with the emotions of that was just very hard. And meeting Darius at the time made me feel like, wow, I need to learn how to do this. I need to learn how to do this so I can help myself continuously. Because what if he stops? What if he goes and decides to become a bunker something? Now I'm stuck. So I'm like, I need to learn this for myself, and I need to assist my friends and family that need help as well. So, but that's it. I just got the vision to do a business. I didn't really think about expanding it to the world at large. But when I saw how much it was helping people, I was like, wow, I need to share this. So I'm very proud of my business. I'm very happy. I'm very proud of myself for taking that step. It wasn't easy. I had a lot of blocks come up. A lot of self doubt, a lot of fear, a lot of what are people going to think? What's my family going to think? Because my family's pretty traditional, pretty Christian, not really into that hocus pocus. But I was like, what are they going to think? And so I had to push through a lot of that and really trust and believe in the vision and believe in myself. I'm very proud of my business. You guys that are here from the Healing Circle, I cannot see who's here unless you guys say hey for some reason. So say hi to me so I know who's here. So blessings to you guys. There's like 150 people in the Healing Circle. They're amazing beings. They're just full of light and love. And thank you so much for trusting me to be a part of your healing journey. One-on-one clients, amazing beings, amazing, powerful beings. I'm just so blessed to be able to do that. So that's my career business. I want to expand that this year. Expand that more, do more, step more into my calling, step more into my gift, with the gift to be able to assist someone to see who they are. So I want to be able to do that wherever. Laptop lifestyle. I'll put it here. Laptop lifestyle. You see?
What is that? Oh.
Girl, she's chilling on the beach. She has a laptop.
Okay.
Yes, I want to be able to just do that, to work from anywhere. I do love my gigs. Don't get me wrong. I'm an independent contractor. I do marketing. I do love my gigs. However, it's not my right. So this year, I want to choose to work in only things that I'm passionate. I want to be passionate.
TheNeesha, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
It's some kind of like, I think your thing is rubbing.
Oh, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me over here? Hi, Lorinda. Hi, Lorinda. I don't know if the guys can hear me.
Okay.
Talking. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. It's just like some kind of reverb, like something is wrestling against something. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like a scraggly sound.
really? Let's see about now. Hold on.
Now I can't hear you. No, go back. Okay, now I can hear you.
What about now?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll leave it like that.
What you do different?
I don't know. I just took the headphone thing off.
Oh yeah, it's rubbing.
Okay, but you can hear me now, right?
Yes, much better.
Okay, I can't really hear you, but
you can't really hear me?
No, I can hear you just fine. I just took the headphones off, so. But I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Just far away. Okay.
Well, you're talking.
All right, cool. So, laptop lifestyle is for career and business. Laptop lifestyle. So, hi, Lorinda. Hey. Oh, I miss you too, Vivian. Hey, girl. So, I want to do a laptop lifestyle. I want to do things that I'm passionate about, not just things that I got into for money because it's a good career. I want to do things that I'm passionate about. So, laptop lifestyle is career and business for me. And also, those of you who know me know that I love music. And I am a musician. I do play the piano. But that's another area where I was very insecure about for a long time. Very, very insecure. And this goes into blocks, right? Mental blocks. I think the first time I felt some insecurity about that, one of the first times is I remember I was in like middle school and my teacher, I'm like, I want to play piano. And I'm like 12. And she's like, oh, it's too late. You should have been playing piano by 3. And I'm like, what? But because this is an authority figure, because this is someone who I thought knew what they were talking about, I took that as fact. Like, wow, it's really too late for me, So that became a belief in my mind. So over the years, I still had the desire to do it. I still wanted to do it, but in the back of my mind, it was always too late. It was always too late because that got programmed into me as a child. It's too late for you. Over the years, I remember I went to Rutgers. I went to Rutgers to study. I had a what's that called, entrance exam, and I self-sabotaged the entire thing. Like I was supposed to study. I got a recommendation from my teacher who believed in me and all that, and I didn't practice. I was doing everything under the sun except practicing, and it's because I had this limiting belief that it was too late. It's too late for me. It's underneath. It's unconscious. It's not at the surface. It's underneath. So that's why healing is so important. That's why healing is so important, because you have beliefs running from when you were a child that someone just flippantly told you that you took as fact and programmed, and you're acting from that as an adult, and you're stopping yourself. So that's why healing is so important, to get down in there. So this year I'm doing my music. Unleashing my music in the world. I'm healing my limiting beliefs around that. And I'm using my gift to create and put out into the world. And one of the things I want to do, this is the first time I'm telling anyone this. Well, it's just for you guys. I want to be on the Black Panther 2 soundtrack. I want my music to be on the Black Panther 2 soundtrack. I'm putting it on here, honey, so that my mind can see it and pull it into reality. because I really want to meet Chadwick Boseman. Crystal, did I ever tell you that I manifested him almost?
Who?
Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther.
How did you? Okay.
When I saw Black Panther, I was in love with Black Panther, honey. I would love to be on the Black Panther 2 soundtrack.
Okay.
So I know a couple of musicians and clearing those blocks and going for it this year. So that's business. I'm running out of space already. Hey, girl. Hey. What about you, Krista?
What?
What about you, business-wise?
Oh, I'm in the middle of speaking of which, I should make an announcement. I'm for everybody on the live today. I'm in the middle of creating my yoga business.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tuesday at 9 a.m. I'm shooting for Tuesday and Thursday 9 a.m. While we're in this crown chakra movement. I am creating the Holistic Urbanite Yoga School. And so Tuesday at 9 a.m., I'm going to create the event this weekend, so look out for it. I'm the Holistic Urbanite, so if you go on my group, I believe it's is that a group? What is that thing?
No, you have a page.
Okay, if you go on my Holistic Urbanite page, I'm going and I don't know, give me a like or something so I can send you an invitation to the class. I'm going to teach my first, not first, but my first live yoga class. I'm teaching a live yoga class on next Tuesday. I'm really excited. I'm looking to do it every day, but we're going to start with Tuesday and Thursday and see how that goes. Let me work out the kinks and, figure it all out. But that's what I'm working on. I'm working on creating a yoga business, incorporating deep breathing and meditation. And I'm in the beginning stages of creating my business. So it's a lot. It's challenging. There's a lot of places I'm not real comfortable with.
Brave.
Yes, because I've been an employee, so I have to let go of that mindset and get into that more entrepreneurial mindset and move forward. I have been putting myself out there these last couple of weeks, doing some juice videos and just kind of hanging out and creating my brand with Holistic Urbanite. So again, look out for that event for I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I know it's gonna be under the Holistic Urbanite page. I don't know if I don't know. I might do something creative and funky, or I just might call it something regular. I took a class myself the other day. I took a sculpt yoga class that a guy did on Instagram Live the other day, and it was so freaking fun. It was so fun, and it really did take my mind off all this stuff, and I got to get in my body and breathe, and I was so excited. And it just reminded me of the fact that I need to do this for other people too. I need to do the same thing because I can't believe how happy and amazing I felt after it when it was over. So I think it's really important for me to do that and create my own community. So exactly what you're saying, creating community, creating camaraderie with people who, want to support me as a yoga teacher and someone that they look to, for spiritual elevation and advisement and all that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited about that.
Yay.
Yeah.
My mic down. For some reason, I don't think anyone can hear me if it's up. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Can you guys hear me if I go like this? Can you hear me, Crystal? If I go like this?
I can hear you, yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe. Okay. Cool. So that's career in business.
Yes.
That's my goal this year. Okay. So the next one is family. This is your family connections outside of your romantic relationships, your relationship with your kids, siblings, parents, extended family. Okay. So I love my family. I think my family is very supportive and loving toward one another. We have our issues like every family. Did you guys know that psychologists estimate that about 86% of families are dysfunctional? That's the estimate. That's the estimate, and it's just like, so people are like, oh, my family's terrible. Yeah, it's like, join the club, honey. Join the club. What are you going to do now? What are you going to do about that? So but I think my family, I really love how my family comes together. Some of my families on this live really comes together and supports and loves one another. So I just would like to continue that. I have here, the most important thing in the world is family and love. And that's so true, man. When it comes down to it, that's what you have. I'm so grateful. Shout out to my parents. When I got divorced and had to move back home, my parents were there. They're very supportive of me. They're very supportive of pretty much everything I do. I think they called me the wild child because I was the one that was just doing different things, going kind of marching to my own drum. I think at first I tried to really follow this, cookie cutter path of being the oldest girl and being an example. And I'm like, you know what? This life is just isn't working for me. I gotta follow my own path. I gotta follow my own heart. So I'm just very grateful for my parents. For my parents are really amazing people. I don't think I talked about my parents before. I have a biological brother. I have a biological sister. My stepdad, my mom and my stepdad are married, so I have three stepbrothers. And then together, my mom and my stepdad, they adopted two boys. So I have two younger adopted brothers. So it's like a modern day Brady Bunch. So I have, what's that, one sister, and how many was that? One, two, three, four, five, six brothers? One, two, three, six brothers. So so that's my immediate family, and then I have my extended family. So I think we all we have our problems, we do, but we do love step in, help, and assist one another when we can. So I'm really grateful, and I've even been told by other people like, "Wow, your family really, supports one another. That's cool." So I'm just very grateful for that. Crystal, do you want to say
But
anything about family? Any goals for family this year? That's what's a trigger sometimes. Well, oh my God, my handwriting, honey, is not it. Subconscious knew what I'm talking about.
I was not raised with my mother, and so I'm constantly working on my relationship with my mother. And then my mother and my father both, incidentally, I think it's so interesting how both of them had four children. So
Oh,
I was the
okay.
one child that they had together, and then
Okay.
they
Oh,
both went off with two different people and had four other children.
oh
So
wow.
yeah, so and then I have between all eight siblings, I have eight nieces and nephews as well.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I have a pretty, I could do better in my relationships with my nieces and nephews. It's a lot of them, and
Mhm.
uh, they all have different needs. Some of them have, like what my sister on my mother's side, her two kids um, are pretty spoiled,
Mm.
and they have everything. Um, so my niece just turned 20, and
Mhm.
she was a cheerleader. She's like an honor roll student, and but we definitely, our relationship has broken down a lot over
Mm.
the years.
Mhm.
And then the flip side of that, I have a brother who's in prison, and I'm helping taking care of his two kids who
Mm.
live with my other sister on my mother's side, and these
Right.
two kids don't have either one of their parents, and so
Oh
it's
wow.
is dealing with, these children and their needs. My niece Ariel, she doesn't need anything economically speaking, but she
Mhm.
needs more emotional support and things like
Right.
that. Whereas
Right.
my other niece and nephew, they need more financial support as well as adults to help to guide them. And so, just, I don't have any children,
Mhm.
so it's really interesting uh, parenting children that are not mine.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. So just I for me, I think the most important thing is just trying to be. I'm the oldest, right?
Okay.
So being the big sister and being the aunt,
Mhm.
and it's a huge responsibility.
Yeah.
A lot of people lean on me for a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
so it's interesting. This year, I think something I really would like to do is get a piece of property, and for
Hmm.
me and my mother, you know,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know for me and her, definitely for her. But ideally it would be nice to have something like a duplex where I could move her in and I can move in if I want to, or I can rent out the other, whatever. Just I would like to take on the responsibility of taking care of my mother this year.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Wow. That's
Yeah, that's
awesome.
pretty that's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
gonna
Wow.
be a big
Wow.
one. But I think it's gonna be amazing too. I wasn't raised
Right.
among them, so it's gonna be great. It will be great to spend the rest of our lives together. I think it would
Wow.
be beautiful. Yeah.
Right. Amazing. And healing guys healing helps with that as well, because especially in the type of healing I do, I am an MIS healer, which is medical intuitive services. Oh, hi Chanel. Hey, Chanel said hey. Chanel made it, guys. And when you do this type of healing, you're healing not only yourself, but you're actually breaking generational curses. You're healing all up your family line, like those that are connected to you. So that's why healing is so important, because actually, some scientists have even shown that trauma travels through the family line it's healed, until it's healed. So,
Mm.
in the church, they call it generational curses. It actually gets passed down and down and down and down, through the DNA, through the family line, until someone heals it. So that's why healing is so important when it comes to your family. When it comes to your family, because it's not only for you, but those connected to you as well get the benefit of the healing. So, well, all right. Well, next, let's see what's next. Next is health. Ho ho ho.
Ooh.
That's a big one right now in this current climate. And health is your real wealth. Without it, you have nothing. How are you improving or maintaining your body temple?
I love that. Your health is your wealth. Without it, you have nothing.
Have nothing. You have nothing. Nothing.
There's
So,
somebody I know that lives in the house I'm in right now who just continues to go to work every day. Hmm.
wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, none of that matters, right? None of that really
None of that
matters.
matters if you're not here.
You don't have health, exactly. You don't have this body temple that you have. So I have been doing, as I said earlier, for those of you that weren't here, I am doing a 30-day. I want to do 30 days raw vegan nutrition. I don't use the word diet. Raw vegan nutrition, just a lot of more incorporating more fruit, more vegetables, water, 100% fruit juices, not those fruit blends. That's like 17% juice. Y'all gotta look at those things sometimes. One time I was drinking this juice and I saw it was like juice. And it was like a juice blend and it had like 17% juice. I was like, what is this? What's the rest?
Okay,
Like
corn syrup.
83%, yes, corn syrup and all that crap. So I've been refraining from synthetic sugars, all that stuff for what's this? the 19th or 19 days so far. So it's been a challenge.
Woo!
Yes, it's been a challenge, but it's a nice journey. I actually am enjoying it because contrary to, well, no, it's not contrary to popular belief. Everybody knows I don't like to cook. Okay, everybody that knows me knows I don't like to cook. So this is actually right up my alley. I don't like to cook, but I will cook if I have to, but I don't like to cook. So this is actually
Yeah.
right up my alley. Hey, so I've been enjoying that, and one of the reasons I wanted to do it is because, girl, I'm getting personal in this live. I I am healing from fibroids. Fibroids. So one of the things that they say triggers fibroids is sugar, and I must admit I was eating a lot of sugar these days. Love me some candy and stuff like that. So that actually feeds estrogen in your body, and it can help exacerbate a lot of conditions. But fibroids being one of them. So, ladies, if you're having any kind of problems in the reproductive area, definitely check your diet. Your diet affects your thyroid. Your thyroid is so important because that little bugger there affects so many things in your body. The hormones, all of that is affected by your diet. So, I am envisioning this year a fibroid free uterus. This is the
Yes.
uterus. This is probably actually bigger than my actual uterus. The uterus is actually pretty teeny tiny. It's actually pretty. This is bigger, but a teeny tiny, healthy, clear uterus, honey. Yes. So I fibroid free uterus this year, baby.
Yes.
Fibroid. I know one of my cousins that's watching. Hey, girl, I'm not gonna say put your business out there, but yes, girl, we need to get on that together. Fibroid free uterus. So that's one of the things I'm working on with health this year. I claim it, fibroid free uterus, and also this is Sierra. Hey, girl, I love legs. I love her legs. Her legs are so nice and toned. I choose to have tight, toned body, because flat, tight toned abs, and I choose to have tight toned legs as well. So tight toned body, tight toned legs. So we're gonna put Sierra up there because I just love her legs. She's a dancer. So that's why her legs are so nice and tight and toned. But I choose to have that as well. Tight tone, cellulite free legs. Oh, I am sharing with y'all. I just love y'all. Cellulite free legs and my uterus, nice, tight and toned, and all organs in my body. Oh, Chanel says, stop it. You look great. Oh, thank you, girl. Hey. But organs working perfectly from top to bottom, loving and accepting my body, appreciating my body. Your precious body works so hard to keep you here, right? Precious body works so hard to keep you here. So I appreciate my body, all my organs working in conjunction with one another, just healthy, fit from head to toe, head to toe, brain, lungs, heart, all of those guys. Liver is very important as well. It's good to give your system a break. If you guys are considering doing a fast, it's actually very good to give your digestive system a break from all the crap it has to break down all the time. That some say, a lot of people say, is the gut is the root cause of many diseases. So Crystal, what about you in health? Health this
Oh,
year.
my business is health.
No, it's not, honey. Without your business, you still need to worry about that health.
Oh, I've been a raw well I've been a vegan vegetarian since 1997.
Mhm.
And I was a raw vegan for many years, many years, many years. And it was a beautiful life. I had the best body in my whole life. It was great.
Woo!
Yeah, when I moved to LA, I had a life transition, so things changed, and I went back to eating cooked vegan again. And so I'm back on
So
that
you
path
notice a
as well.
difference? You notice a
Huh?
difference? You notice a difference when you went back to cooking cooked vegan versus raw vegan?
Yeah, it's hard to you gain weight.
Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because raw food, live food, it's no fat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you're eating live fruits and vegetables, you're drinking live juice, it's very nutrient dense.
Okay.
And, when you start cooking the food, you're cooking the nutrients out of it, and it's just
Yeah.
caca, who knows what it is. And you're just not getting that nutritional burst that you get when you're eating live food all the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, huh?
I say, yeah, I do notice a difference myself because
Yeah.
I say pescatarian for a while. I would deviate between being vegan and vegetarian, but I'd say, I'd still eat fish and chicken every now and then. But now, bless you, being completely not doing that, I do notice a difference in how I feel in my body.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The hormones in the fish. I mean, I ate fish for many years. I mean, when I lived in San Francisco, when I was like a raw vegan, I
Mm-hmm.
would eat fish and I was eating sushi literally every day. And I
Wow.
never, it was amazing. It was delicious. I mean, not every day, but I definitely ate it on a regular basis. And
Mm-hmm.
I could never do that right now. In the
Wow.
last 10 years, the quality of the fish has declined tremendously.
Right.
Yeah, and now when if I eat fish, I get a hormonal kickback. It,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So they're doing something to the fish nowadays too. So I don't know. I don't mess. I have no desire. Just in my own spiritual journey, um, for many many years I didn't eat animals, and a lot of
Yeah.
times when I would eat fish, it was mostly just because I was dating and I was around people, and it was more like
Okay.
peer pressure. It wasn't because that's what I was doing on my own.
Right. Right.
Even now, like it's so funny. Like I just went out and was looking for uh, toilet paper, and I stopped by a vegan restaurant, and grabbed me a smoothie. Like when I'm
Mm-hmm.
rolling by myself, my natural instinct is like raw vegan.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't have a desire. Right now, I'm in a healing process myself, and
Mm-hmm.
a bit of an awakening and things like that. And so I absolutely have no desire to eat animals. But that's
Mm.
just a burning desire inside of me right now. I just feel very driven not
Yeah.
to be a part of any kind of violence to any being at all.
Hmm. Wow.
Um, that's just how I feel. Sometimes I feel very strongly about that, and when I feel that way, I just have to let it be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that I think, when I became a vegetarian, it had nothing to do with the animals. It
Right.
was simply because at 25 years old, I got a virus from eating raw meat. I'm from Chicago, and I was
Hi,
working
Sam.
hey, um, and I was working at a steakhouse, and I got like a parasite in my colon at 25
Oh.
years old. And eating, because back then, it wasn't right unless it was medium rare. You feel me? Like it,
Uh-huh.
at the fancy steakhouses, that's the best way to eat it. And so I used to eat medium rare and rare meats on a regular basis when I was a youngin. And
Wow.
I got
Wow.
really sick. And so when I was about 25 years old, they were like, yeah, we can take it out, meaning my colon.
Oh,
Yeah, 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 man. At
oh my
25,
gosh.
they were talking about taking my colon. And so, excuse me, it's a draft in here.
Wow.
So I had to I had to figure my stuff out real quick.
Right.
Yeah, I got really sick at a very young age, and after that, by the time I turned 30, I was vegetarian. By the time I turned 35, I was vegan. I didn't
Right.
even know what vegan. I remember when I went vegetarian, I had went to my first like vegan restaurant. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, what?
Right.
Um, but then what happened was when I went vegetarian, if I would go and like when I went vegetarian, because I never could really eat cooked food, I just
Mhm.
never have been able to eat cooked food. So when I went vegetarian, I immediately started eating a lot more vegetables and salads and stuff like that. And then
Yeah.
every now and then I would go and I would like eat some Haagen Dazs or
Yeah.
you know, or go and have a grilled cheese,
Yeah.
and oh man, I would be doubled over. I would have the worst
Wow.
gastric cramps, the kind that make you feel like you're in labor, like the worst
Oh.
gastric cramps. That
Mhm.
dairy would mess me up. I mean, it got to a point I couldn't even drink milk.
Oh.
And even up until recently, one day I was at Trader Joe's farting around. No, I don't drink no coffee, but I just
Mhm.
had to have some of the little sample of coffee on one particular day. And I made a mistake. I thought I grabbed the almond milk, but I grabbed the half and half. Girl, I got
Mm.
so sick, I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital just from
Wow.
a little teeny tiny bit of half and half.
Wow.
I have no tolerance for dairy. I can't have no dairy. None. I
See,
get
I
so sick.
love dairy.
I
I love
know, and
it, but I have to back up off of it because we're doing fiber for uterus.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, dairy is one of the
Exactly.
main culprits of,
Yeah.
a lot of habits. So.
And being like a lover of French culture and all things French, and I was in Paris last year, and woo, it's hard. But I
Uh,
went to some really cool. So if you're going to France, well, we're not going to France no time soon. But when I was there, I went to a raw vegan restaurant. I went to this
oh.
really cool Italian vegan restaurant right by the Louvre. I went to some
Mm,
really cool vegetarian vegan restaurants when I was there last summer. It was awesome.
right. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And I got to have
Gotta
like
visit.
French vegan cheese. It was great.
Oh. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
been so many advances with vegan food lately, thank goodness. I don't know if I could have made it, but there's so many good vegan foods that they're coming out with now. So I'm very happy to be born now.
Yeah,
So
I know. I
it's
got some.
cool.
I have a raw. I had yesterday. I stopped by. Remember Sun Cafe? Did you ever go to Sun Cafe?
No,
No.
I don't
Oh
think
my
so.
God, I have the best food. I stopped by the to go center, the to go at Sun Cafe yesterday, and
Hmm.
I got a chocolate smoothie, and they had this case with all these dessert, and I got a raw strawberry cheesecake.
Wow, it's probably
And it's
incredible.
like coconut cream with
Yeah.
strawberries.
Yes, there's so
Ah,
many smart people. Oh, they're just I'm so grateful for all the amazing people making vegan food amazing. Thank you so much. So I'll do my 30 days raw vegan and we'll see from there. But let's go on. Let's move on. So the next thing is hobbies and leisure. This is what you do for fun and pleasure. Taking a trip, playing a musical instrument, learning to swim, bungee jumping. What do you want to do this year for hobbies and leisure? I wanted to learn to swim. Crystal knows this, and I did it. I learned to swim. If you guys are interested, I can put my teacher's name down. He teaches you to swim in 4 days. 4 days, hunting. He'll have you out there. And I was like, yeah, right. But I decided to do it because I had a personal person that said it works. And yeah, I went from not even, I was the person that was close to the shore, close, like, water can touch maybe my knees. That's it. So to being someone that can get underwater and swim. And so that was one of the things that I did learn how to do this year was learn how to swim. So one of my favorite hobbies is travel. Here's a plane. Oh no. Yay!
Yes, look at
Travel.
you.
So yes, I want to do more traveling this year, even more travel. I love traveling. As I said earlier, I actually learned my healing modality in Singapore, in Southeast Asia, which is one of the most amazing countries in the world. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I love it there. The people are just so nice, and they're not like nice because they have to be, or that's cultural. I guess it is, but not really. Like they're just nice people, nice people. The food is amazing. Bali, I've been to Bali, so I've been to Asia. But one of the continents that I must visit is Africa. Africa,
Yes.
Africa, Africa. Now I had to. You know what? I printed this, and I didn't see that they whited out Egypt, and I'm gonna need y'all to stop. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Acting like Egypt is not a part of Africa. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. So I did my little marker. I made it green because it is Africa. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to stop that. So Egypt is in Africa. So I need to visit the motherland. I need to put my foot on the motherland. I'm so excited.
Yes.
Different parts. I have friends that are from Nigeria, that are from put that up there, Gabon. And what's the place all the celebrities went to? Ghana. The year to return in Ghana. So
Ghana.
one of my friends are like, "Yeah, let's go." So I might be going this year. No, this is a vision board. I will get to Africa. Africa, Africa, Africa. So who knows what's going on with the travel industry right now, but I'm putting out that my travel plans will not be affected, honey. We are enjoying life. We're enjoying, I said earlier, I love different cultures, different people, meeting different people, different cultures. I love that. So that's one of my favorite hobbies, is to travel. So, and one of the other things that I love to do, that I want to start doing more this year, is dancing. This is a belly
Yes,
dancer.
girl.
I used to belly dance. I used to go every week. Did I tell you that? I used to go every week to belly. Yes, I got really good, and then I just stopped. Yeah,
Girl.
I stopped when I moved to from Philly. But when I was in Philly, I would go every week and go belly dancing. I got pretty good, but I
When I
stopped.
lived in the Bay, when I was in the Bay Area,
Uh huh.
there's like I didn't even, I have to say I was a baby girl, you guys, so don't frown. But I did not know belly dancing was African descent. And I had met this
Yeah.
sister, and it was like she had an African belly dancing troupe, and those
Oh
girls were
wow.
amazing. All brown sisters belly dancing. Hey, ow, 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 ow.
Wow, that's
Yes,
amazing.
sexy and beautiful and
Yeah,
yes, yes.
I got influenced to belly dancing from Shakira. Shakira. Like I saw her in her was it Hips Don't Lie? What video was no whenever, wherever, whenever. I saw that. I think I was in high school, whenever that came out. I don't know. But when I saw her moving her hips, I was like, oh, I gotta learn how to do that. I have to learn how to do that. So I want to dance more this year. I want to dance more. Music would be a hobby, but I'm putting that over into career, honey. We moved that from hobby to career. So
Okay.
so dancing, traveling, more of those things. How about you, Christy B? What are your hobbies?
This year, well, right now I'm on Duolingo. Anybody trying to learn a language, you gotta get on that Duolingo.
Ooh,
I'm
yes,
my goal is to learn Spanish this year. I'm
yes.
on a 55-day streak with
Wow.
learning. Yeah, I started 55 days ago. I think it was somewhere around the middle of January. I was like, I'm going to learn Spanish and I'm going to commit to it.
Yeah,
And
I
so
love
first,
it.
I took a class. Um, well, I bought a class from this baby girl who teaches Spanish on YouTube. And then
Wow.
in relation to my class that I'm taking with her, I decided to jump on Duolingo. So I've been doing both of them at the same time because they kind of work different parts of your brain, working with
Okay.
someone versus working on an app.
Okay.
But I like being on the app. It just kind of keeps me fresh. helps me with my homework with my teacher. So
Mhm.
I'm doing that. I'm learning Spanish this year, although I can't talk right now. I'm really shy. Like every time I try to talk to like my security guard or
Speak us
somebody
some
in the
Spanish for me. Shakira, Shakira. That's not Spanish. It's not Shakira. Shakira is Colombian. She's half Colombian, half Lebanese. So, so that's kind of not the same thing, but it's kind of, oh, cool.
and yeah, I you know what, I feel the same way about my music. Like I've been on and off trying to sing opera forever.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know, I haven't really defined my goal this year for my singing, other than I want to get back doing my vocal training again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yes.
just take it from there.
Mhm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
hobbies, guys. Pick down your hobbies. You gotta live life. You gotta enjoy life. It's such a gift. It's such a gift. Don't get caught up in just going after money and this and that. A lot of people that I know, some people are, content, but a lot of people that I know that just go after money, 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 money are really not happy. Some of them, they're just kind of, and then they're stuck. And I was talking to one of my friends who is a pretty well-known producer one day, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know how to have fun." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, I don't know when was the last time I had fun? Like, yay, fun. Like he's mocking it, like, yay, fun. I'm like, you don't have fun? Like, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, what did you come down here to do? Just grind yourself into a pulp? When there has to be balance. There has to be balance in life and joy. And so do things that bring you joy. Do things that bring you joy, that fills up your life as well. And if you can combine the two, making a living and joy, even better. Even better. But don't get caught in this survival rat race, which is only money, 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 money. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's
the
a journey. I will
next
say for those people who are kind of just starting that journey, it definitely it's not easy. It's a lot of I would highly recommend, getting your Freedom Mastery. Tanisha, make sure you put the link for the Freedom Mastery journal book
yeah,
in the description or down below when you
yeah,
post this, because this is what you need when you're trying to transition out of that 9 to 5 and get out of the grind of
mm,
this, and really get put yourself in a position to realize your dreams and your goals that you want in your life, what you truly want. It's a process. You have to
yeah,
really look within and
yeah.
heal. And healing is a long process.
It is, because some of us don't, some people don't really feel like they deserve it. Or again, like I said, with the limiting beliefs, some people don't even feel like they deserve to do the things that they want to do
Yeah, I mean,
or that they
I get
can.
that because it stems out of this kind of like coming from a place of neglect and abandonment and abuse and all of these different things depending on your
Yeah.
situation and depending on your parents. If you had parents who treated you like, whatever, like you were just their child. Like, how you have some parents and they dote on their kids and they're so encouraging. And,
Yeah.
you've seen these parents over the years. I know I've had many friends over the years and I look at their parents, I'm like, wow, I wish I had parents like that.
Right.
And then you have those parents that just kind of treat you like, you're their miniature personal slave.
Mm, right.
And so you grow up with this sense of a lack of self-love and a lack of self-worth because
Mm-hmm.
you weren't valued or something when you were growing up, when you were a child, especially Black women.
Mm-hmm.
We are afflicted with this. This is a
Okay.
deep affliction because
Yeah.
our mothers, because Big Mama and great 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 grandmama and all these people are descendants. We're descendants of all of these women who were enslaved.
Mm-hmm.
And coming from this space of enslavement during those times when Black women were really truly not free, but they wore the burden of the world. Black women were fed and clothed everybody. They fed and clothed and nurtured their own families as well as the family of the slave master. And so these women, they didn't have time to deal with frivolous things like love.
Mm. It's a state of survival, right? That's a
Because they
constant
were
state of
surviving.
survival.
Exactly.
That's it.
And
So
so
thank
coming
God for
from
our
this,
forefathers and our ancestors.
yeah,
Thank
and
God
coming
for them
from this
going through that,
lineage,
so we can
we
have
take
this.
that on. We take
Yeah,
that on. We wear that like a badge.
yeah.
And
But we can
and
choose a different way. We can choose to break those chains. We can choose
yes,
to not live in survival and honor the sacrifice, the immense sacrifice that our ancestors did. The immense sacrifice that they did. I have another group where I really talk about, I try to really educate on the history and not just to focus on it, because you don't want to focus on the pain and suffering totally, but you want to acknowledge and honor what our ancestors did, what our ancestors went
right.
through for us to have what we have today, the immense freedom that we can take advantage of today.
Yeah, and I think too it's important to acknowledge it because I know for me personally for a very long time, um, I was in denial about the origins of my own personal pain,
Hmm,
right? Right?
interesting.
Because you
Yeah.
want to think, how could that thing that happened way over there affect me today, right
Okay.
now?
Right. Right.
It
It
does.
does. And like I said earlier, some scientists have actually done studies where this trauma is passed down. It's passed down genetically, it's passed down through the DNA. Like we said earlier, churches call it generational curses. In the spiritual world, it's called, ancestral traumas, but it's the same concept of energy. Energy, right? It never gets destroyed or uncreated, it just changes form. So this energy is passed down through the DNA through generations and generations. So in this country, let's say America, we have our culture, the Black American culture, and slavery, and the trauma that's been passed down from that, and also Native American genocide that happened on these shores, the trauma that's passed down from that. Those things are still affecting our communities. You go
Yeah.
to different countries. Like when I was in Singapore, I was talking to my teacher, and the trauma that the different cultures experience there is passed down. It's passed down in Korea and in certain areas where they had, mass genocides all over the world, Africa, Asia, India. These things are passed down. So that's why healing is paramount, because you still carry that energy of your ancestors. So, yeah. Healing is very, very paramount. So, guys, say hi. I cannot see who's here. Hey, Auntie. Auntie said, so true. Once you acknowledge it, that's when the healing takes place. Thank you from the wise Rosalind Hardy Nelson. Chanel says, what are you drinking, Crystal? I didn't even know.
It's wild tonic kombucha.
Of course. That's a good question, because it probably looked like you was knocking back some gin, honey. This is quarantine. This quarantine, honey. So
It's
this is a
blueberry
different kind of tonic.
kombucha.
Okay. Can you explain what kombucha is? Is that a fermented drink? Kombucha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It originated in Japan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The ordering.
But now, they make this one didn't come from Japan. They made this here, but it's fermented tea. It's non-alcoholic.
Where'd you get it from? Did you get it from
I
Whole
got
Foods?
that from like Erewhon or Whole Foods somewhere. I've been all over the world looking for toilet paper.
Wow. We haven't had any problems with toilet paper on this side yet. That was funny.
No?
But no, thank goodness. But that's funny.
Yeah, I was so tired. I was like, I need something to drink.
Is that considered raw? Can I have that? Is that considered raw? Is that considered raw?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
It's a raw fermented drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I tried it one time. I think I tried the plain one. I didn't like it, but I think they have different flavors now. So I'll try
Yeah,
that.
I mean, they've gotten really jiggy with it. I mean, in
Yeah.
my personal opinion, if you're drinking kombucha for healing purposes, I would
Yeah.
say go to the kombucha.com or kombucha, whatever, and do it yourself. Order the kit
Oh,
and make
wow.
it yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Make it yourself. It's more nutritious if you make it yourself.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
but
Great
now you can
question,
buy
Chanel.
those at Whole Foods by the case. So
Cool.
no, I'm not getting turned up.
Did you knock off the sound? Oh no, can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Did you knock off? I did not
Yes.
knock off the sound. Hello, hello.
Ah,
Can you hear me? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Someone say
I
yes,
can
I
hear
can hear.
you.
You can hear me? What about you
Yeah.
guys? Chanel, Rosalind, can you guys hear me?
Dang.
I don't know.
I lost my picture. Dang blasted.
Guys, let me know. Rosalind, can you? Oh, Chanel says she can hear us both. Okay, well, I don't know. Rosalind, can you hear me now? I don't know. All right. Well, let's. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. So we did hobbies and leisure. So next we're gonna do one of our favorites. Can you
What's the thing?
guess? Can you guess what's next?
Money.
Where's my Cardi B thing?
That's money.
Are you on track for specific money related objectives that you have? Yay! All right. So let's see. I cut out my money. Money, money, money. And it's so funny with money, right? Because especially in the spiritual community, there's this whole big divide sometimes about money. Like this idea that if you're spiritual, you shouldn't have money because money is the root of evil and money, blah, 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 blah. Have you guys heard that before? Have you guys heard that money is the root of evil? And all of these are limiting beliefs, right? Because money is neutral. Money is it's the person, it's the intent, it's the being, it's the being that creates their life. It's the being that projects onto money what they want to feel about money. Um, Chanel said the lies. Yeah, you can get money and do amazing things in this world. Amazing things in this world. There's so many beings with money that are doing amazing things in this world. There are beings with money that are doing horrible things in this world. That's true too. Right? But there are beings with money that are doing amazing, amazing things. And that's what I choose to focus on. That's what I choose to focus on. So money to me is good. And it's good to look at your beliefs surrounding money because again, if you have this subconscious block that you don't deserve money, Chanel said, I love money. I just need money to love me back. Money is neutral. You say money loves you. Money is going to respond to your frequency. Money responds to your frequency. So if you feel like you don't deserve money, you're never going to have money, money is evil, you get nervous when you have a lot of money, you have to give it out real quick, or you have to buy. It's good to check your internal temperature, check about what is your relationship with money? What is your relationship with wealth? What do you feel about money? Do you feel good about money? Do you feel nervous about money? Do you feel bad about money? Do you feel like it's a necessary evil? What are your emotions? Because this is, oh, I went live and couldn't answer. Darlene, keep battle. Hey, mom, says the way you use money is the root of evil. Yeah, that line is not, people have distorted it to say money is the root of all evil, but the actual quote is the love of money is the root of all evil. But people just took out the love of and they just said money is the root of all evil. So people who have that block, money is the root of all evil, it's subconscious now, right? So they are subconsciously pushing money away. I had a friend of mine who I did some energy healing work on, and she had this belief that money, just more money, more problems, pretty much. Like the more money she got, the more problems that would happen because she had a really traumatic event where a person very close to her passed away. And in her mind, if money wasn't involved, the person would still be here. So she attributed the person passing away to money. So now in her life, she was pushing away money at every single turn, pushing away money because subconsciously she felt that money or the pursuit of money caused her friend's death. So when we started working and removing that block, removing those limiting beliefs, because it's like she wanted money, but every time she got money, it would just fly through her hands like water, like water. It would just go. It would just go. Once we started working on unraveling that energy, all of a sudden more money came. All of a sudden she was able to attract more money into her life, better positions. All of a sudden that block, once it was removed, allowed more money to come into her life, allowed more money to come into your life. So take a look at your relationship with money. How do you feel about money? How do you feel about it? You know, it's in our world, it's a barometer, right? It's going to reflect back to you how you feel about it, your projections on it. And like Rich Dad Poor Dad, you know, how you grew up, your family's view on money. That's going to affect how you view money, how you view it. So me, I love money. I love money. And it took me a long time to say that. I was not comfortable saying that at first. I was like, that sounds sacrilege. I love money. Ugh. You know, it sounds sacrilege. But, you know, money doesn't want to stay anywhere. It's not loved and appreciated, you know? So I love money. I do great things in the world with money. Money does amazing things in my life. With money, I can help my family, my friends, myself, my community. You know, money is an amazing, amazing tool. So I have been working the last couple of years to change my money mindset. How I really looked at how I felt about money, how I spoke about money. You know, how you speak. That's a vibration. What are you putting out? Uh, Chanel says, that's why I never tell my kids anything about being broke. Yes. And my mom says, tithing keeps money in your pocket and keeps you blessed. Chanel says, we don't use the B word, the broke word in my house. Yeah, you know, this is all about creating your life. So, how do you feel about money is going to indicate how money feels about you. No, it's going to indicate the amount of money in your life. So I love money. I enjoy money, love money, love money, love money. When I started loving money, more money came into my life. Oh, thank you, Lord. So, so money, bills paid. All bills are paid, honey. This is what I'm manifesting this year. Bills are paid, and not just paid in full. Paid in full. I saw something a couple years ago where it said wealthy people, now this is just generalizations, but wealthy people don't have what I don't know if they said don't have bills, but they have expenses. Expenses, you know, expenses. They're just necessary expenses, but not dun, dun, like bills paid. So bills paid. All bills paid in full, paid in full. So I enjoy paying my bills because I have plenty of money to do so. I have plenty of money to do so. My bills are paid in full. I enjoy the utilities that I have, my phone, internet, rent, mortgage. I appreciate these things in my life, and I have plenty of money to pay all these things in full. In full. So abundance of money, uh, abundance of money. And put this, I'll put this on my other thing. I enjoy being my own boss. Uh-oh. I don't know if you guys can see it. I enjoy being my own boss. And that was a big leap for me. But this year I want to be totally my own boss. I'm like partially my own boss, but I totally my own boss. Oh, hey. Oh, we're getting to that next. But yeah, love money. Love money, enjoy money, totally transformed my relationship with money, totally transformed how I felt about money. Really looked at how I felt about money and changed it. Really changed it. Chanel says, And helping people who have a poverty mindset can be detrimental as well. Their energy rubs off on you. Interesting. Interesting. Well, like attracts like and things like that. So yeah, you can't help. It's very interesting. They're entitled to however they want and choose to live their life. They're entitled to how they choose to live their life. I mean, you can present something, but I don't anymore. I don't try to put my opinions on people. They're entitled to live their life however they choose to live it. But so am I. And I choose to live in abundance. I choose abundance. What about you, Crystal?
What?
What
What's the
about you
question?
and money? Money. What are your money goals this year?
Woo, child.
Money.
Money, oh, money, money, money. Um, I'm gonna speak for people who, are still having issues or struggling with the terminology and the mindset around money. For a long time, this thing with money is I have a really terrible bad habit, like when things are not going well and I have a lack, like something's happened, right? Like I can't pay a bill, or I'm gonna be late with rent or something like that. And when I have these kind of struggles, I get angry.
Mm-hmm.
And I get angry with everybody around me, right? And I can't
Mm-hmm.
talk, I can't articulate myself. I'm so emotional and angry.
Mm-hmm.
And I was that
Mm-hmm.
way for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to really, it was in my spiritual journey as I started on my path of self-awareness, that I was able to really understand what issues and strife with money, how it made me feel and how it made
Mm-hmm.
me act.
Okay.
And in that process of kind of like dissecting that deep introspection of who you are and how all these different things in the world make you behave. And when I was being self-reflective about money, I learned a lot about myself. I learned that I had a lack mentality,
Mm.
and
Mm-hmm.
uh, and a scarcity mentality.
Okay.
And I had to, and for me, what helped me to come out of that was learning. And I don't know if it was like Reverend Michael Beckwith over at
Oh.
Agape or somewhere, it was like maybe some kind of high level spiritual person who really helped me to understand. Oh yeah, I think it was at Agape, because I think at Agape when we get ready to do the donation to the congregation, or when the
Mm-hmm.
congregation gives the donation to the church, um, I read there's like a little affirmation we would say about money flowing through us and around us,
Mm.
flows
Mm-hmm.
all around and through us.
Mm-hmm.
And when I used to say that affirmation all the time, I believe in that same affirmation, we used to say something like money is nothing but a tool. And
Right.
it was when I started learning that, and then that really stuck with me, that money is just a tool.
Okay.
It doesn't have to make you angry.
Yeah.
And it can make, and it's all about how you use it.
Right.
And
Right.
so for me, that's my mindset around money nowadays. I
Right.
look at it as a tool to do whatever I want to do, whatever, everything we're talking about, we're creating these vision boards.
Yeah.
Money is one of the tools to accomplish a lot of these things.
Right.
And or some of these things are to help to create more money and abundance in your life. Or
Right.
that's not money's not a lot of money's not abundance. Let me rephrase that. To create more financial abundance in your life. How about that?
Yeah.
Because you can
Yeah.
have abundance from so many other things in life, not just money.
Right.
But so that's where I am with it. I am constantly growing. in the realm of money, especially right now.
Yeah. And the key to it is, I know my mom and Rosalind are going to appreciate this, is to call those things that aren't as though they are. Call those things that aren't as though they are. So the whole point of the vision board here is you want to direct your mind where you want it to go, what you want to see, as though it is already there. Because that's the energy that the universe responds to. So call those things that aren't as though they are. The unseen becomes seen. Call those things that aren't as though they are. The unseen becomes seen. So if
Yeah.
you want to have money and abundance in your life, you better claim that money and abundance as already here. It's already
Yes.
here. It doesn't matter what your pocketbook looks like right now. It doesn't matter what your bank account looks like right now. You have to call those things that aren't as though they are. That is the power. That is the creative power you have, in your life. That's the energy that the universe is going to respond to. Because if you keep talking about how broke you are, how much money you don't have, you're like, well, it's true. Well, guess what? Guess who created that reality? You. With your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your emotions, you created that reality. You don't have to continue to choose to create that reality. You can start to choose to create another one. And you do that by calling those things that aren't as though they are. So choose abundance. Choose and say, I have abundance. I have money. I have lots of money. And that's it. That's all that's going to leave my mouth about that. That's it.
Yeah, I always say, I've said for years, I mean, even when I was very young, starting on my path, I remember I used to say I was rich all the time.
Yeah.
I just say I'm rich. Whenever something feels like I feel like I can't attain it or I can't accomplish it, I just go, "Are you kidding me? You're so rich. What are you talking about? I'm so rich. How can I not make this happen? I'm rich. I'm rich in knowledge. I'm rich in everything. I have talent. I have a mind. I'm rich, you know? And so it's like you're enriched, right? So with that enrichment of mind and body and thought, you create your circumstances. So you create it. You just, I remember I had a acting teacher one time, and it was like it was a technique class. And I remember one day the acting teacher said, sometimes you just got to will yourself to the emotion. Like if you're working in a very difficult, highly emotional scene, like cry or something, or really angry. And he said, sometimes you just got to will yourself to cry. And I remember being angry with him, like, you don't just will yourself. There's an acting technique. Like there's a technique. You don't just will it. And, later on in my life, I have to say, sometimes you just have to will it to be. Have to will it. You just have to have this mindset of like, no is not an option. Failure is not an option.
Right.
None of that is an option. The option is what I want.
Exactly.
Success.
Exactly. And that's true. It's because and will is, what is will? It's conscious. It's the conscious mind trying to, willpower is when you're trying to use your conscious mind to override your subconscious beliefs. So you have subconscious belief patterns that are contrary to what you want right now, and you recognize that. So you have to use willpower to get you over that. But again, that's another reason why healing is so important, because you will run out of willpower sooner or later.
Yeah, really?
You will run out of it. You can't, because your subconscious is 95% of your life. It's running. Your conscious is about what, 5%. So it doesn't have enough power to really consistently go against your subconscious mind. So the second you slip up with willpower, here comes your subconscious beliefs running right back to you. So willpower is great temporarily to get you over what you need to get to in that moment, but you want to heal. You want to use different techniques to heal those blocks so that you don't have to use willpower now. Now that just becomes your new belief system. So here's some beliefs about money, 101 money beliefs. Money doesn't grow on trees. Money is filthy and dirty. Money is evil. I am poor but clean. Money is in short supply. Money goes out faster than it comes in. It's hard to keep money. Only people who cheat have money. Money only comes from hard work. Rich people are greedy and dishonest. Money is not spiritual. It is a sin to have a lot of money. It is easier to spend than save. Poor people can never get out from under. Rich people are seldom happy. Credit card companies are loan sharks. I need lots of money first to make more money. It's hard to have multiple sources of income coming in. There's a limit to how much I can make. Good opportunities hardly come by. So those are some ideas of negative money beliefs that people have that keep money from coming into their life. So, and it's okay. Recognize that those were implanted in you and start to remove them. Start to kick them out. Start to replace them with beliefs such as, let's see, money does grow on trees and come from thin air.
Hey,
Money is beautiful. Money is good.
hey.
I am rich and also good. Money is in abundant supply. Money comes in faster than it goes out. I can afford the cost of living. It is very easy to hold on to money. People who are honest have money. Money also comes from little to no work. Rich people are generous and honest. Money is spiritual. It's okay to have a lot of money. Spiritual people can be rich too. It is easier to save money than spending money. Whatever. But you want to have more positive beliefs about money. If you notice you have a negative belief in there running around in your mind, that's creating your reality.
Mm.
Reprogram it, program positive beliefs into your mind so that that becomes your reality. So let's see. Rosalind says, "Speak, my niece." You may not see it, but if you believe it, you can make room for it. Exactly. For abundance. Exactly. It's not about seeing it. That's where faith comes in. That's by knowing, speaking it into existence. All right. So money abundance. Let's see what's next. Personal evolution. Okay. Personal evolution is the masterpiece that you are creating is you. What are you doing to be the best you? And again, guys, these categories are from my course, the Life Unblocker course. Now you can only get it if you join the Healing Circle. So if you join the Healing Circle, you can get it as an upgrade. For now, I'm not sure how long I'll have that up because I am working on, me and Crystal are working on something special for later this year. But right now, the Life Unblocker course is an amazing course. And we're taking these categories from there, our 9 vital areas of life. So, personal evolution, the masterpiece that you are creating is you. So, what are you doing for your personal evolution this year? For me, I always start with myself when it comes to healing, when it comes to growing. I always, well, I can't say always, but I really, really make it a priority to look at myself because I understand that the whole world is a reflection of myself. It's a reflection of my
Ah.
beliefs, reflections of my perception. So I do. I want to do that more. I choose to do that more to get more in touch with how I really, really create this reality. How I am really, really creating my life. I love studying. I love studying about the universe. I love studying different techniques. With my healing business, I love learning about different techniques, how I can make it better, how I can assist people better, how I can assist healing other people more, how I can assist healing myself more. So I'm always testing that out on myself and to see how I can serve better, how I can serve humanity better, how I can utilize this tool for my specific demographic and the world at large better. So, one of the things I want to get more in tune with is my intuition. I have a tendency to second guess and doubt my intuition. It'll be right on point, but then I'm like, maybe not. Let me double check. So, this year I want to get more in touch, and I choose to get more in touch with my intuition. I choose to accept my intuition, choose to accept that I do know, because I do know.
Hmm.
I do know. So to be more comfortable and confident in that intuition. So I have this guy right here with his brain all lightened up. uh, what was I thinking with that? I was trying to find like a third eye thing. I couldn't find it. But this guy here, intuition, uh, what did I used to call it back in the day? The eye, the sight.
The third eye?
The third, I was born, maybe my mom can confirm this, but I was told I was born with a cowl over my head. COWL, is that? old folk language, a cow over my head, which is kind of indicative that you have the sight. You have the sight. So let's see if my mom tunes in. But yeah, so I want to tune more. I do know since I was younger, I have had various knowledge come to me, various things that I could not have possibly known by the logical sense, but I did know. I did know. So I want to get more. I choose. I'm going to use the want. Want means to lack, by the way. That's why I keep switching my language. I choose to switch my language. I choose to take want out of it. Want means to lack. If you want something, that means you don't have it, right? So take want out. Want means to lack. So I choose to get more in tune with my intuition this year. I choose to accept my intuition more this year. So that's what I'm doing with my personal evolution. That's one of the things I want to work on. Oh, you guys tell me when I say want, because I choose to switch that language. Okay, so choosing to accept my intuition. And also another thing is this, I choose to accept more of my feminine energy.
Yes, girl. Yes.
My friends know I've been talking about this for a while. Masculine, feminine. Oh man, are we ready to talk about that? Masculine and feminine energy. Is it reversed on Facebook? I wonder. Let's see if
what
the I can't see. I think it's not reversed on Facebook, but masculine, feminine energy.
Which one is pink?
Feminine.
No, which one is pink for you?
Pink for me? This is feminine.
No, you say is it reversed?
Oh no, like the words. Like if it's reversed. I don't think it is, but you guys let me know. But so I've noticed, I thought, well, okay, I think I have been always a little bit tomboyish, at least just a little bit tomboyish. And just a little bit rough and tough.
Right.
But I knew how to like pull it together when need be, right? My mom was always like, girl, when you go out here, you have to represent yourself. You have to represent yourself well. So, but I did not know how important it was as a woman to rest comfortably in my feminine energy, to rest comfortably in my feminine power. Femininity is a power. I really believe that I was very comfortable in my masculine with a lot of things. And this is the issue with a lot of women. Even some clients that I spoke to, they have become used to taking on a more masculine role, roles that are, but the thing about it is, we all have both energies, masculine and feminine, but obviously, as a woman, someone identifies as a woman is going to have more feminine energy. They're going to be more comfortable in their femininity. And so I am not at my best when I have to spend a lot of time in masculine energy. So the two energies are supposed to complement each other. They're supposed to complement each other. So let's see. So feminine energy, examples of feminine energy is intuitive, grounded, receptive, reflective, strong, empathetic, compassionate, magnetic, supportive, vulnerable, authentic, flows through life effortlessly, surrendered, open, trusting, creative. And let's see examples of masculine energy, deeply present, doesn't judge, disciplined, focused, logical, confident, protective, honest, boundaries, offers stability and security, responsible. So basically, I guess masculine energy, you can sum it up as providing, protecting, that kind of logic-based energy, whereas feminine energy is more intuitive, grounded, nurturing. And I want what? Every time I say one, I'm gonna put $1 in the jar. Maybe they'll stop me from saying one. I choose to be more present in my feminine energy. I choose to be more present in there because coming up next, our next topic, I choose to have a partner that is very well rested in his masculine. very well rested in his masculine energy.
Hmm. I guess
So
we going to Africa.
because masculine men are not attracted to masculine women. Like you know,
Oh.
that's not complimentary. Feminine, masculine, they complement each other. The energies complement each other. And I could look back on certain relationships and see where I stepped into the masculine a lot of times because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. If they're not doing what they got to do, boom, I got to step it. I got to do what I got to do, right? But that's not where your power really lies. Your power lies in your feminine energy, your femininity. So I choose this year to embrace the feminine energy that I have, to embrace that. And it has here wounded feminine energy too. It says wounded feminine energy is insecure, needy, codependent, manipulative, inauthentic, over emotional, victim mentality. So that's a wounded feminine energy. So how many of us can relate to some of that? That's the wounded feminine. And wounded masculine, controlling, aggressive,
Ooh.
withdraws, avoids, too competitive, abusive, unstable, withdraws. So that's wounded masculine. So, you know, when we're operating in the wounded feminine or wounded masculine, those are uh, some energies that can pop up in our lives. So, healing again, very important to heal those parts of us that don't allow us to be fully present in that divine feminine and masculine energy that we are. So I'm going to put that here. Actually, I'm going to move this guy down. Oh no, did it already dry? Shall. Okay, so I'm going to move this up because. And Crystal, what about your personal evolution? What are you working on this year?
Huh?
What are you working on for your personal evolution?
I'm gonna say the same thing. I mean, I'm definitely working on what was it? Um, what it was two things. What was it? Femininity, and what was the first one? What was your first one that you said?
My intuition.
Oh, yes. Okay. So yes, in terms of my, I am stepping into my authority as a healer and a yogi, and having had a very rich life, coming from very humble beginnings, and being here where I am today, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about really believing and trusting myself and trusting my own intuition, as trusting my own intuition, and trusting my heart,
Mm-hmm.
because these two
Mm-hmm.
things kind of go together, heart and
Right. Exactly.
mind. And so trusting my heart, trusting my mind, or trusting my third eye, and really stepping into the woman that I am, stepping into my higher womandom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
um, because yeah, and all of that, it trusting your trusting your own, trusting and believing in your own intuition and your own inner knowledge, by tapping within, and always tapping into your own consciousness, and going into your own consciousness and mending and healing your wounds and drama and trauma, so
Yeah.
that when you release that pain and those wounds, you can arrive as a beautiful queen. You can really you can really see the queen that you already are. And when you step into that queendom, that divine feminine, all of that kind of comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
So stepping into my divine feminine, stepping into my queendom, stepping into my healer, all of these things require a certain level of stepping into, tapping into your divine feminine.
Mm.
As a young woman, I got my first job when I was 14 years old. I got my first checking account. I wrote my first check by myself. No one took me. I went to the bank down the street from where I worked at the ice cream parlor when I was 14 years old. By the time I turned 15, the people at the bank used to come into the ice cream parlor on their lunch breaks because it was like one of those kind of old school Dairy Queen type places where they had the little cheeseburgers and the ice cream, and people would
Right.
come there for lunch. So I would meet all of these bankers that were at the bank down the street. And I met this guy, and I remember he came in there one day, and I was 15 years old. He goes, "Do you have a checking account?"
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "No."
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm 15, dude.
Right.
And he was like, "You should have a checking account. You should." He's like, "Are you saving your money?" And I was like, "No." And so at 15 years old, I walked down the street. I took one of my checks. I opened up a checking account. I put my name on it, and I put my grandmother's. I was raised by my grandparents, so I put my grandmother's name on it, and I put my name on it. At
Okay.
15 years old, this is what I was doing. A
Right.
man didn't do that for me, you
Mm-hmm.
know? My grandfather didn't take me by the hand to the bank. My father for damn sure didn't take me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have grown up without these very positive masculine figures in our lives, and we
Mm-hmm.
intuitively just switch on that divine masculine so quick. And then we lean on that and we live our lives in that way. And
Right.
then it leads to such a disconnect with our own men,
Mm-hmm.
and it leads to disconnect with all men, but in particular, if you're talking about, black on black love, definitely with our own men, it's a huge disconnect with such a high level of divine masculine within our women. So yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, constantly working on my divine masculine. I mean, I spent a lot of years like roughing it up with the boys. Like I think when I was younger, I wanted to be a boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right?
Why? Why
Climbing
was it easier?
trees, playing baseball. Like I was like, I'm one of the boys.
Right.
I hated when I had to buy a bra. I was like, oh my God. I
Mm-hmm.
in the first when my grandmother went to go take me to buy my first bra, I remember thinking the boys weren't gonna like me anymore because I had boobs.
Oh, little did you know. Little did you know.
Because I wasn't gonna be able to play with them. I couldn't be a
Right.
boy. I couldn't be with them with the boys anymore.
Right. That's funny. I was a little bit tomboyish as well. Yeah, I like jumping and running up trees and getting. I used to love getting scraped knees and scars on my leg. I was like, this is awesome. Until
Yeah.
until I got older, I was like, oh, why do I have so many scars on my legs? My legs aren't pretty. But
And
yeah,
then
I used to love it.
in college, I was a lightweight bodybuilder. So I would go to the gym
Oh.
and be like,
Oh, I don't know. As you can see, when I go back to healthy, I don't like all those muscles and everything. Like I like nice, lean muscles, lean.
yeah.
Because I feel like I already have a pretty muscular figure, so I don't want it to be too much. I like it to be nice and lean and
Yeah.
toned.
Yeah, so I'm enjoying, as you can see, I'm always working with the heart chakra. I love
Yeah.
rose quartz. I wear rose quartz. I just step into my pink.
Yeah.
It really because it's heart chakra and it's feminine and it makes me feel feminine, and it's the color that I work with a lot to really step into that.
And I just want to say something to us as Black women, also in America. We have this thing where we're supposed to be strong, 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 strong. And that is, feminine strength is different. Feminine strength is different from masculine strength. And so I definitely bought into that for a long time. You gotta be strong, so I didn't think you should be vulnerable. or should be open and allowing, and especially that keyword vulnerable. That's a big one, to be vulnerable.
Mm.
So this year, I choose to really become more and more my feminine, heal those parts of myself that don't allow me to be vulnerable. Heal those parts of myself that doesn't allow me to take down that strength all the time. I had an ex-boyfriend that drew a picture of me one time with an S on my chest, so like Superwoman. And at the time, I thought that was a compliment, but now I'm like, boy, bye. That is not a compliment. That is not a compliment. You draw yourself with an S on your chest, honey. Like, you be Superman, all right? I'll be Lois Lane. I'll be the one you come and rescue.
Okay.
You be Superman, okay? Get out of here. So yes, feminine energy.
Well, we have an addiction to this whole strength thing, and I'm over it.
Yeah, we create, right? Our beliefs.
Um,
Bless you.
yeah,
Our beliefs create our lives.
Was that you? Who was I talking? Was that you? Oh no, I was looking. I think I was watching a video, and
What type?
excuse me, and I'm freezing in here. I need to turn some heat on. Oh, the sun that went down. It's dark.
Good.
Hold on, let me turn on some light. Wait, let's see. Oh, that's a little too bright. I remember someone made a comment. I was on a video with someone and she made a comment about, child, I let everybody help me who offers something to help. And the other day I was at the juice bar before we got on shutdown. I was running around. I had went to yoga, and then after yoga I had got this new thing with the cane juice, fresh raw cane juice. And so I had went to the fresh raw cane juice place, and I had bought a whole bunch of stuff. I had bought a big gallon of juice, and I had some other items, and I had a bag. And one of the guys that worked there was standing outside, and he was like, "Oh, do you want me to help you?" And like in an instant, I was like, "No." And
I got it.
Yeah, it was like this. Okay, so it was like I was being guarded. I was trying to protect myself. I was trying to be small and not look needy. I didn't want to come off weak. And I and it was a little bit of fear. Because I didn't want this man to think I needed him. All of that in this moment of the guy saying, "You want me to help you?" Just that little moment. So in the moment, I kind of flinched, like, I don't need your help.
Right.
And then I stopped and I said, "Of course."
Yeah.
Of course. And then when I went to the car, I was like, what was that all about? And I had to pray about it. And this is the kind of stuff that we do that is ingrained in us, that is a little bit unconscious. And this is the work that we're talking about that we all need to do, because we have this mental stuff ingrained in us. These things that we're operating from that puts us at a disadvantage.
Yeah, exactly. And shout out to my parents again. McKinley Battle's here. That's my pop. Hey, McKinley. Shout out to McKinley Battle, because he makes sure these boys are men. He's training them to be men, to be masculine men. When I'm home, I don't have to go out and get no big bag of groceries or things like that. He makes these my nephews go and get them. Go get those groceries. Go help your aunt. And I definitely accept that help. Yes, come get it. Yes. So definitely. So shout out to McKinley Battle for being an amazing example of masculinity, a positive masculine energy. Positive masculine energy that allows my mother to flourish in her femininity. So it's balance, complementary. One doesn't have to overpower the other. There is complementary energy. So I'm working on that in myself this year, to rest in my feminine, because what's next is Romance.
Romance.
Romance. And romance, what are you going to do to bring romance into your life, back into your relationships, or to keep it in your relationship? Remember, your most important romantic relationship is with yourself. And again, guys, these categories are from my course, the Life in Blocka course. So, romance. And when I work on with my one-on-one clients, a lot of things about love comes up. Like, oh, I'm looking for my love. Like, I keep attracting these kind of guys. I keep attracting these guys that don't respect me, that take advantage of me, these narcissists, things like that. And what we have to remember is that the whole world is a reflection of you. The world you experience is a reflection of yourself. So if you are attracting these type of men, then you have to look within. You have to say, what is it about me that has attracted this person? Because if you want to change, you have to change inside first. You have to change internally first. You know, so you want love, give that love to yourself. Love you. Love and accept yourself first. Love and fill yourself up with love so much that it seeps out, that the person that vibrates, that attracts that, you attract, is in love with themselves and will love and accept you as well. But it starts with yourself. Love, give that love to yourself first and foremost. Love and accept yourself for who you are and for where you are in life, right where you are. A lot of us, we want to wait until we get the job or until we get the money and until we get the blah 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 to love and accept ourselves. But no, you love and accept yourself right where you are. You're right where you need to be right now. Right now. That's where you love and accept yourself. That's where your strength is, right in this present moment. That's the only moment that exists, is right now. It's right now. So love and accept yourself. And from that, you can manifest high romance. So married. So I choose to be married. A lot of you don't know. Oh, secrets, secrets. No. I was married before, very, very young. I got married. We loved each other, but we were just young. Just young. Didn't really know much about life. We knew some things, but definitely not enough to be married. So we parted ways. We still love each other. We still love each other, but that's not it for me. And for a while, I didn't want to get married again. I was still finding myself, right, doing my own personal journey, because that was very important to me. My own personal journey, and to figure some things out on my own. To go in this world, figure some things out on my own, see who I was, see what I wanted to do, not what I was told to do, not what I was expected to do, but like, what the heck did I come here to do? What the heck did I come here to be and see? Who am I anyway? How am I supposed to get married to someone I don't even know who I am? Yeah. So I don't even know what I like. I don't even know what I dislike. I'm just following protocol.
Right?
I'm just following. I don't want God to be mad at me. So let me not fornicate, because I don't want God to be mad at me. And nah, that's not it, bro. That's not it. That's not that. That didn't work for me. That might work for some people. That just did not work for me after a while. So, but now I am ready. I am ready to be married. So I'm manifesting. This is Sierra is on my board twice, honey. This is Sierra. I just love her. Shout out to Robbie. My cousin Robbie really put me on to Sierra, because I don't really get into celebrities like that. But my cousin just loves Sierra. And this is Sierra and Russell. I just love their relationship. Just love, love, love how he loves and adores her. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, and it's none of my business. All I'm saying is what I see, I like. So I choose to have a partner that loves and accepts me. I choose to have a partner that uplifts and motivates me, that inspires me. Yeah, I choose to have a partner that cares for me, that protects me, that provides for me, that is adoring, that speaks in kind tones, that listens.
to me. That we have wonderful respect and love and honor for each other. Shout out, hey Roger, my brother Roger joined. Hey Roger, hey. We was just talking about you clowning elderberry. Good and well that helped you. Hey. But I choose to have a partner that loves and adores me and loves and adores himself. I choose to have a partner that is on the spiritual path as well. That's very important to me. Being on the spiritual path, my partner, I choose to have a partner that's on the spiritual path so we can grow in love together. We can grow and love together. We can grow in this masculine, feminine, divine energy, explore what that's all about. And explore what that's all about, explore this amazing world together, you know, explore this amazing, explore love together. Uh, you know, um, Rosalind, she said, oh, McKinley says, good job, baby. Rosalind says, that's because we so used to doing for ourselves when someone offers their help, we're fast to say no, yes. That's what we were talking about before, yes. And that's because we're just so used to taking on that masculine role. But yes, I choose to have a man that's very confident and comfortable in his masculine role, in his divine masculine role, so I can be confident and comfortable in my divine feminine, honey. Yes. So beautiful relationship. I just love their relationship. When I look at them, I see a man that loves and honors his wife, that respects, that's loyal. I choose to have a man that's loyal and faithful, that's faithful to his wife, that loves his wife, accepts his wife, uplifts his wife. Russell ain't worried about these morons on the internet talking trash. He has a prize. They're always saying that Sierra got the prize. Russell sees uh, Sierra as the prize. That's the queen to him. That's the prize. And I just love them. So I choose to have an amazing relationship. What in okay.
I'm lying, babe. You scared me.
Thought there was a ghost. So yes, so I choose to have an amazing, amazing relationship this year. And again, I always look for ways to love and accept myself too. I always look for ways to love and accept myself, to honor myself, to respect and honor the things that I choose to see in my mate. I choose to give to myself first and foremost. So that is a key for me. What about you with romance? Oh wait, Crystal left. She gets so conveniently at this part. So, well, I'm gonna keep talking. But yeah, so that's me with romance. Romance for me. I choose to really have an amazing, amazing relationship, and I don't regret anything. I don't regret any of my past relationships. They all were different, amazing people in their own way. They were amazing people in their own right. We all had a part in each other's life at different times. So I just appreciate all of them. And they all showed me I grew in those relationships, and I hope they grew as well. But now I'm calling in my meant to be. My meant to be. That is the energy that I'm putting out, is to have my meant to be soon. So romance. And the last one that we're going to focus on is spiritual. Spiritual. For me, spiritual, like I said earlier, I really went on a journey. I grew up Christian. I grew up very religious. My grandma had an old church, Greater Straightway. Shout out to Philly, Greater Straightway. And I grew up very religious, but I always had questions. I always wanted to know what was beyond that, what that there was more to something. Hey Linda, shout out Linda White Stanton joined. Hey Linda. So I always wanted to know what was beyond even what these people are telling me. I just knew there was more. I guess you can call me an old soul. I just knew there was more. And I didn't want to focus on religion so much because I'm like, you're telling me that this person is going to hell if they don't believe this, but that person's a good person and that person's a good person. Why aren't you guys focused on where you guys are similar, where you guys are the same? Why are we so focused on how different we are? So that as a child, that's what I thought. I was like, I want to see where we're all the same. where we connect as humans. That's what I want to do. That's me as a child. So I think my journey to ultimately being a healer, learning about law of attraction, all spawned out of that question: where are we the same? You know, where are we the same? What is the core? What is the core of this all? All these different religions and spiritual modalities. What is the core of it? And the core is love, right? That's the core. The core is love. The core is love, love, love. So for me, for my spiritual journey, I choose to connect more with that which is. I have here in the book, it says, this is a profound need to connect with that which is higher than our physical selves. That's your spiritual journey. So for me, connect more with God, connect more with the higher spiritual journey that we're all on, connect more with the true meaning of love, and on that path. This is like DNA. It's like DNA and this
I
person
love it.
going on that journey. So just really connecting with that which is higher in a real sense, not the dogma that is humanity likes to program us with, but a real true personal journey with the divine. My own personal journey. That's what I choose to focus on this year, because it's funny. Someone said this. They said, it's interesting. It's like God didn't make man in his image. Man made God in his image. And his is like, so many different cultures, they make God, or they make the idea of God or what they can't understand, they make it in their own image. They make, so that's why you have myths all around the world, human evolution stories all around the world in that culture's image. It's them trying to explain the unexplainable. So I always wanted to know what was the root of it all. What was the root? Where are we the same? Where are we the same? So continuing that journey is my spiritual journey this year. That's my spiritual journey. So Crystal, I did a romance and now I did spiritual. What are your romance journey goals and perfect timing, and your spiritual journey goals this year?
Well, um, I've been in a relationship for 3 years. It'll be 3 years in July.
Oh,
Woo!
wonderful. Congratulations.
Um, it would be nice to be married, and I think that I'm just working on creating that environment within my relationship.
Mhm.
And that's really all I can say about that.
Okay.
Just really working on stepping into that role of being of the woman of the house, and all that entails, and having a successful, beautiful relationship.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm healing myself one day at a time into that new paradigm.
Mhm.
Neither one of my parents were married. Very few people I've had growing up, other than people out in the world, teachers, other friends, parents, and things like that. I've never really witnessed a positive, beautiful, loving relationship.
Mhm.
I was raised with my grandparents, but they were very combative,
Mhm.
to say the least.
Mhm.
And so finding the space of creating a beautiful, positive, give and take, love relationship. I'm in my growth process in doing that. So this year, I just want to continue on that path of
Mhm.
opening that up for myself and for my partner.
Mhm.
Spiritually, everything I do is spiritual.
Mhm.
But personally, I really this year I really want to learn qigong.
Oh.
It's energy and breath and chi. The movement of chi, vital life force.
Mhm.
really learning. I always had an image. I have a vision of myself as a master Qigong, a Qigong master. So
Mm-hmm.
this year I'm teaching myself Qigong this year. Well,
Wow.
I've started the basic Qigong. So my goal this year is to really get deeper in my spiritual journey with breath and
Right.
what pranayama really means and how it
Yes.
opens up and unlocks consciousness, and teaching other people these various techniques that unlock locks within the body that help to unlock your chakras as well as your uh, your soul or the essence of who you really are.
Mm-hmm.
The ability to tap into that on the spiritual level.
Wow.
And that's that's an ongoing thing. I mean, I think that's everybody's journey. It's just everybody has a different approach to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in the in energy healing, and I believe in just energy, everything, energy and breath, because that's really all we are. The only thing that's animating the body is breath, and helps to
Mm-hmm.
animate the body.
Mm-hmm.
And then the movement of the body is movement of energy.
Right.
So it's all the same stuff. So it's diving deeper into the deeper knowledge of that,
Right.
and really becoming a master at it, and
Mm.
teaching others to find uh, salvation, if you will, within their own beings.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah, because I believe that that's part of the reason people always question, not, well, people question over the millennia, why we are here.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember a couple, well, I stepped into a new phase in my life in
Mm-hmm.
terms of the number of times I've been around the sun. It's a
Mm-hmm.
really big number.
Oh, praise.
So this year, for my birthday, well, leading up to my birthday, I was doing a lot of research around like longevity and aging and what that all means. And
Right.
came across this healer. Well, I've been following her for a long time. And I came across this healer, and she's like, almost 70 years old, and she's a Black
Whoa.
woman,
Mm-hmm.
and she doesn't have like not one string of gray hair. She has not
Wow.
one wrinkle in her face. And I was listening to a lecture she was giving about aging. And one of the things she
Mm-hmm.
said was she just doesn't even talk about age. She doesn't tell anybody how old she is. And one of the number one reasons why she never tells anybody how old she is because people always freak out
Mm.
because they're so used to this thing that we tell ourselves about aging, and then they create it, right?
Right.
So she is a glowing example of someone who's like, I'm just here, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
living.
Wow.
And it was her I learned that, just because the earth is moving around the sun, that doesn't mean anything. It just means
Mm-hmm.
that the earth is moving around the sun.
Right.
And
Right.
it takes so-called 365 days to do it. What does it
Right.
have to do with you?
Right.
You're standing on it, but like just
Right.
because it's rotating, that shouldn't make you get wrinkles. Those two things are two separate things.
Right.
Yeah. So however many times you've been on this earth and the sun went around the earth went around the sun, that
Mm-hmm.
is a reflection of our so-called age, but that has nothing to do with you.
Mm.
The earth is just doing what it do.
Right. So why is
So
that? Yeah, automatically. What is that programming that automatically means up now? My back starts to hurt. Up now, my hair starts to gray. That's true. That's all programming, right?
It's programming. It's yeah.
Wow.
And I had to tell myself because after my birthday, I did the same thing. I was like, oh my God, what is this pain? What is this? What is that? I had all this pain. I swear to God, it was like in 3 weeks, it was like my neck, my shoulders, my back, my knees, everything
Right.
was hurting me.
Wow. Mhm.
And I had to say, I know better.
Mhm.
I know better.
Right.
Get thee behind me. I do not have time.
Right.
Get out of my way. So
Exactly.
and do whatever I need to do to remedy the pain and stop doing whatever I'm doing to make the pain
Make it
come in the first
happen.
place.
Exactly.
But yeah, this spiritual journey. Oh, and so in this lecture with Sonia Barrett, I remember she said, the purpose of your life is your life.
Yeah.
The purpose of your life is your life.
Mhm.
So live your life. Live your life.
Mhm.
Just live your life. So
Right.
if you spend so much time worried about how old you are and this and that, you're wasting your life.
Right.
You're wasting your time.
Right.
So, when you live your life, like she said, she's 70 years old, and she said, I don't have time to think about how old I am. I'm too busy living my life.
Mm. Mhm. Mhm.
She's too
Mhm.
busy, running around the world and traveling and educating herself and healing people and educating people and loving people,
Mm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
When you really, exactly what we're doing right now, when you really define who you are and define your goals and define what you want out of this life, you don't
Mm.
have time to be worried about how old you are. Who cares?
Right. Right. Exactly.
So that's my goal is to show people it really is a waste of time.
Mhm. Right.
Like
Exactly.
I want to help show people how to really tap into longevity, right? You
Mhm.
tap into longevity with breath and taking care of your body and
Mhm.
consciousness and using your consciousness, using your intuition, unlocking
Right.
your chakras. All of these things help in that process to elevate yourself to your own inner divine self. Because that's
Right.
really what we're doing, right? Trying to unlock our own divine selves.
Right. Exactly. Well, guys, this has been fun. Wow, we have been on here for almost 2.5 hours.
Yes, a lot has transpired
A
in the world. My
lot.
whole family's been calling me, so I need to get to my family.
A lot has transpired. Oh, okay. We don't even
Yeah,
know. See, we're in our own world creating it. We don't even know what's going
exactly.
on. That's how I like it too, So, I don't know what happened. I can't see anyone anymore. So, you guys are on here. I'm gonna say hi, and well, I'm gonna show you the finished product. This is my board.
Look at you. You're so good. You did that, girl.
Yay!
You did that. Wow. And my board is still in progress.
It's
It's
still
still in progress. I have
that's
some
all
stuff.
right.
I have some stuff.
Yay! Beautiful. I see
Yeah.
that.
So I'm just gonna
Going
keep
down.
working on it. I'm gonna keep
Yeah, me
working
too.
on
I'm gonna put some more things, but I think this is the first time I think I've completed a vision board. Actually completed it.
it. Yeah, you did it.
Yay! So guys, we're gonna go. Let me see. I don't know how to get back. Guys, one of these days I'm gonna get good at this thing. But I will say hi to you in the comment section. But yes, we will talk to you later. I hope that you guys really do this. Really create your life the way you choose to have it. You have that infinite power to sit and play and enjoy. Why not? Why not? Why be in fear? Why be in misery? Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen anyway. You might as well just sit and enjoy and play in joy and play in love and play in fun. Why not? You know, enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. So, any final thoughts? Miss Christy.
Oh, just thank you. It's so great to be here. This was so much needed, and I'm
Oh,
so
did you want to
happy
say?
and inspired. And I'm gonna keep working on mine over the next couple of weeks, and keep working
Yeah,
on
me
my
too.
book. And thank you so much for this. Was just so lovely. And hello to all the ladies. I can't see you. I can't communicate with you, but
Me neither.
I hope I was able to encourage anyone and in my shares. And I look forward to meeting all of you. We have to put something together where we all get together one of
Yes,
these days. Yeah. But
we
you could
do.
do it on Zoom, right? You can bring in a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, if they have Zoom, if they have it. So only if they have it. If they don't, then no. But all right, guys. So we're gonna head out. We'll talk to you later. Blessings, peace, and love. And remember this.
Shanti
Yes. Remember this.
Shanti.
The love that you are.
Om.
The love that you are.
Blessings to everyone. Blessings to
Blessings.
everyone.
And the love that you are has always been the solution to everything. The love that you are has always been the solution to everything. All right. Bye, guys. Take care.
Bye. Bye, T. I'll see you later.
See you.